Alec, welcome to the Islands of Fire. We're here, Survivor Vanuatu.
Cue the like fiery
Mm.
background. I should have like a fire background here
Where
too, but I don't.
cannibalism is okay. It's fair game, I think they
It's all
said.
cool. Yeah, I think anyone could eat anyone. Yeah, yeah, we could do it. This is gonna be a survivor to the
It's a
death.
game change. The game will change
The
forever
game
here.
will change forever when one contestant eats another
And
raw.
and you might you can eat other people, but you might get voted out for it. So it's like
You may or may not be voted out for it. Who's to
it's
say?
tough balance there.
Tough
So
balance.
if you're just joining us, we just finished survival of the All Stars.
Survival of the fittest.
And previously, I've been taking Alec on his journey through Survivor chronologically from the very first season. I think, the beginning, almost maybe a little over 2 years ago at this point. Was it that long? Yeah, I think it was
It's
the
probably
very
about that.
beginning
Yeah.
of 2019 is when we posted our first review of Survivor
Yeah, I
Borneo.
think we are both in a kind of a lull. We'd been trying to spark a podcast back up again, and we just hadn't. But we were like, let's watch some stuff together because why not?
Yeah. So
And
that's when we were like tearing through episodes. The first 4 seasons, we didn't
yeah,
do each episode filmed on video. We would talk about the whole season. So we went through those pretty quickly. But then Survivor Thailand, Survivor the Amazon, Survivor Pearl Islands, and now All Stars, we've reacted to and discussed every individual episode. So we've got to get more in depth in it.
yeah, we're making our way through the Survivor.
So each week we go to another episode chronologically. We're going through it. All right. So it's Vanuatu. It's interesting. We're coming off of All Stars, which was all returning players, unprecedented, and now we're gonna get back to new people.
Cast.
It'll
New
be
cast.
refreshing.
This is the ninth season of Survivor, I believe.
Yes, and
Right.
I mean it will be refreshing in the sense that at the beginning of All Stars, it's like, well, we're gonna vote you out because you're a winner.
Yeah.
We're gonna vote you out because you were a threat last time you played. You don't have that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now we've got.
Now we have you're weird.
Yeah,
We'll vote
Peter,
you out.
you're weird, or Pastor John, you're
Not funny joke.
not funny at all.
Not
Yeah,
a good
not a
joke.
funny, not a good joke at all. Yeah.
Man, but yeah, I'm excited to see what we have here.
Yeah,
I
same.
have seen the season, but Alec is not, so it's great.
All right.
All right,
All right.
looking forward to it. So, if you want to see the highlights of a reaction to the episode, you can go to the link in the description, and it's fun times, and you can come back and watch our discussion of it afterwards. All right.
All right. See you then.
I
Is
mean,
that
I
like
appreciate
Thailand?
I appreciate at least was like I got beat, straight up. Someone
Yeah,
played me,
Straight up. Yeah. That was
not
cool.
making excuses.
Nope, not making an excuse, and it wasn't overly sappy either. It wasn't like, I love everyone.
This
I
was an
understand.
experience I'll never forget.
Yeah.
So that was something. All right, Brooke was voted out.
Brooke is out. Brooke is out of here.
Premier Survivor Vanuatu. That was nice. It was a nice change of pace to have the first vote out be like not just the expected one. Like the expected one was Chris for sure.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then he actually was like, no, I'm gonna like Lee was luckily not just on board with voting Chris out, so he went to Chris, and then they formed this plan to vote Brooke out. So
He's like,
we're gonna get the young guys out, or we're
get
gonna
the
get
young guys
crushed.
out. Yeah. Yeah. That's a smart move. Good move.
So instead of the weakest link, it was like one of the young athletic guys out.
Yeah, they got a better chance staying in the game for a longer period of time.
So I mean, but the big majority of this episode was a lot of the culture. You get to see the natives' big old ceremony,
Super cool.
and immediately establishing the man versus woman thing, and how the men got the chance to climb up the pole. Who climbed up that pole? Brady? Did Brady do it?
I think Brady was the one that ended up getting it. Yeah.
So he got it immediately. He got the
Yeah.
spiritual advantage for the men.
Yes.
And so it was Lopevi versus Yasurrrr, men versus women.
Lepevi versus Yasurrrr. Yes.
Do you have? I mean, also the big thing was the immunity and Chris just tanking it there.
I only have 17 names. I didn't get the last one.
There might have been someone that didn't talk at all.
Maybe, yeah. It's
I don't
possible.
know. I'd have to see your names.
I got Mia, Travis, Leanne, John P. Oh, I don't have the other John, I don't think.
Yes, John K. I don't think we really heard from him.
We didn't. I don't think we heard from him at all. Rory, Eliza, Lee, Amy, Lisa, Chris, Brady, Dolly, Twyla, Scout, Brooke, Chad, and Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't have the other John on here.
So I mean, yeah, the big thing of the episode was that Chris was like,
Chris positioned himself already. He's like, "Oh, I'm playing the game, man."
well, yeah, and the fact that he was messing up that immunity challenge. Everybody was watching him mess it up.
Yeah.
So, do you have any standouts of the people we've met now?
I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on Eliza. She seems
I'm sure
really annoying. She's really annoying, but she's also very of a crush. We got Dolly, who's also adorable, and I love the fact that she was like, "Yeah, this like pig slaughtering doesn't really bother me." And I'm just like, I love her.
Because I'm what did she say? Shepherdess?
Because she's a sheep farmer. So a shepherdess. Yeah, she said, I'm a shepherdess. I'm trying to think of some other standouts here. There weren't really that many standouts for the men. I'm very interested just because Chris is starting to position himself as like, this is my game. Like I'm gonna do this, what needs to be done here. So for Chris, I did like the fact that it looks like Rory's confronting somebody in the next episode, so that's fun. Because yeah, he just had a random vote against him, and it's just like, what the heck was that? That was stupid. Lee might be an interesting character. We'll see.
The drill sergeant.
The drill sergeant himself. Brooke could be really interesting. No.
Brooke seemed like he was going to be boring, so I'm glad we got him out of there.
He did seem pretty boring, honestly. Yeah, like the young guys all sort of blended together in my mind, so I don't know.
Yeah, they really made it like that's just a young guy contingency. So we had like JP, Brooke.
Yeah, JP.
John.
So JP's got kind of weird, crazy eyes, and also like a weird like enthusiasm about him that kind of reminded me of the cousin in Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
So
So who was the contingency that wanted to get Chris out? It was the young guys, or JP, Brooke. I think the other John too might have been in there.
Like the other John maybe, and then
there's one other one, and then Brady was Chad. The one on the outside. Was Chad a part of that?
No, I don't think Chad was. Chad was the amputated guy. He's a little bit older.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. I mean, they made a big deal about the.
So yeah, that was kind of a big thing. One of the women also said, I think was it Scout or maybe it was Twyla.
Scout
has like a knee.
Artificial knee.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Chad, he had an amputated leg, so he doesn't have a foot. It's like right in the middle of the, kind of look like it was like right around the middle of the shin, which is interesting. So that means they cut, like I'm almost wondering if he still has like a shin. They cut the bone there then, so that's an interesting spot. Yeah, I guess he had a cancerous mass on his foot, so they decided to, before it spread, they decided it would be better to take it off, but he had a lot of spring in his step still. Like they didn't even notice until he showed them.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pay close enough attention to the votes at the end there. I think Chad was with Chris and Lee.
I think he was. Yeah,
that would make sense. I mean, and also another thing obviously is the men versus women thing, which the only other season we've done this in is the Amazon. So we're doing it again, men versus women. And made for an entertaining season in the Amazon.
It did.
So
we'll see how it goes here. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I think we'll have to see how all these people develop, how their friendships and alliances and all that form. We'll have to see.
Aesthetically, I think it's really cool so far. There's the Islands of Fire, you know.
The stepping up the game on the tribal stuff, that is awesome. The B-roll, phenomenal. I love volcanoes in general. I just think they're such a cool part of our world.
The opening shot with Jeff Probst.
So epic. Cool. All of those things were so great. All the shots with him, the perspective shot there too, where they were filming down on him, that made it look like he was like the cloud was literally right behind him, like. And then it pulled out, and then it was like, oh, okay. It's actually quite a ways away from him, but it literally looked like it was right behind him. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. But yeah.
It was really cool.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll look forward to more Vanuatu.
But we weren't even really introduced to everybody. That was kind of the interesting thing. They usually introduce everyone a little bit, but in this it was kind of like
Right.
I almost wonder. Do you think like CBS had like a little like a half-hour thing before it was like, here, meet all the people, contestants?
No, I don't think that.
No?
But it's some premieres you get more than others from the people. You can only get so much screen time with everybody.
Yeah, especially if they're sticking with 18, that's a lot.
Yeah, 18 was it seemed like a bigger number for All Stars, but now we got 18 again, so maybe it's the new standard.
Yeah, we'll have to see going forward. I don't. So look forward to the next episode. All
right, who's the MVP of the episode? New segment, MVP of the episode. It doesn't have to be for any substantial reason. It could just be
Eliza for being eye candy, early eye candy.
Wow, good job, Eliza. We'll tally at the end of the season. See who has the most MVPs.
See if Eliza gets in there more than once.
Get all the who will have the most MVPs at the end of the season
Extremely
for arbitrary reasons.
The extremely good-looking award. No, I mean it could be it could be any reason. I could be like, I really liked when Scout said the thing, and then that'll be the MVP of the episode.
If you'd say like actual MVP of the episode, like who was actually the best player, it would be like
it'd be Chris. I think Chris, because even though he failed the challenge, he positioned himself pretty well. Or maybe Lee, because remember the boys all came to Lee and be like, "Well, we think it's him," and Lee's just like, "Yeah, I'll think about it." And then he immediately went to Chris and was like, "Yeah, they want to get you out." And so maybe Lee, it could be him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is definitely playing. He's definitely playing, but he did mess up on that challenge.
He did mess up on that challenge.
Put himself in that spot, but he was like, he was not nervous at all. He was just in that confessional. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not vulnerable at all. We got a plan."
Yeah. It could be Chad as well for being badass.
For being such a good guy.
I love that. It was like, well, we're gonna lose.
Yeah.
He's nice.
But the official MVP award will go to Eliza then?
Yes. Yep.
Great work.
Yeah.
Right.
She did a lot.
Eliza.
Pre-law student, yeah.
You earned it.
Yeah.
Queen.
You earned it.
Yes, sir. All right. If you were to recommend a video for our viewers to watch after watching this one, what would you recommend?
Go check out our Survivor or Tarqaron Survivor video, which I don't remember what it's called. It's Tarqaron All Stars.
Tarqaron All Stars.
So check it out. It's a fun little scenario we came up with, and by we came up with, I mean we didn't really come up with the idea, but we run a lot of the favorite things that we've talked about on our channel, separate from Survivor, but we've played a game of Survivor essentially with them.
Survivor Simulation was played out
simulation
before us.
Very, very entertaining.
Yeah, and we'll have a new one soonish, so look forward to that. All right, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our podcast feed, like the video, leave a comment, hit the notification bell, and follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, Tarqaron TWO. All right.